Good morning. Who they think gonna beat them Bengals? Well, the Patriots did.
Good morning.
Happy Monday! Happy Motivation Monday, guys. Happy Monday. I'm yelling, and I probably shouldn't because I'm wearing a mic today. Oh, yeah. So, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. But let me say this. But, before we get into it, you know what we do. You know what we do. Bam, Miss Duncan. Now, before you talk about me, it is not gone. I haven't been drinking it yet. You know why? Because I had to move it to my cup, to my mommy cup, number one mommy, number one mom. I'm going to read the ingredients to you guys. It says nutritional facts, serving size 1 super mom, caring is 200%, multitasking 400%, patience 500%, sleep 1%. I love this. Heartwarming is 200%, caffeine 114%. So there's no caffeine in here though, because you guys know I do decaf. Good morning, Mary. How are you, girl? Listen, I am loving your locks. I'm loving your cut. I saw your thing. Yes, I saw your pictures. Yes, girl, I love it. Good morning to you and Aquaba. Yeah. So this is my little cup. Let me tell you what I got. I got a pumpkin spice ice latte today. It is time, guys. It's time, right? Look, did you guys not love this weather? Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh my word. It's afternoon where you are. It's still morning here. It's 8:38 here. I'm not sure where you are, Mary. You don't need to connect. I know we're part of a group and all that, and we're Facebook friends and all that, but we got to connect. I'm sure we have a lot to share. But yeah, so, anywho, all I know is, guys, welcome to my live. And I know, oh my word, I have not done this in months, right? So I just did 2 of the podcasts. If you join me for my podcast, thank you for joining me for those 2 sessions. Well, the second one you haven't seen yet because it's being edited. Oh my word, it's really, really good. So I'm doing a whole series. The first series is just about self-help, getting yourself together, work on your mental health. And I'm going to pray for some of the people who said they needed prayer. Well, I've already prayed for you, but you already know who you are. My little locks keep coming out of my hair, and it's driving me crazy because it tickles my neck. So I'm trying to get it back in there. Those of you who have natural locks, you understand. So anyway, hey, cousin, I think my cousin is here. I think, Tahita, are you here? Say hi. I think I see you. So thank you for joining my live. Listen, we have so much to talk about. Today. Before we get into the subject and all that, you guys know I always give you an update on my life, what I've done, what's happening, what's going on, what I did, what I didn't do. Hi, Lee. Welcome to my live. Oh yeah, you're in Ghana. Okay, well, I'll be back. I'm there part-time. Those of you who don't know, and I'm gonna kind of jump in and go, you guys you've never followed me on these lives. You know that I go back and forth because whoever's talking to me, I address them immediately and we talk about, what they're saying. So, so those of you who may or may not know that I am married to an amazing, let me stop hitting my mic because it's going to mess up. I do that all the time. I have jewelry on sometimes, it hits my mic. But I'm married to an amazing man. And I live in Ghana, West Africa part-time. When I say part-time, meaning that 6 months out of the year I am there and 6 months out of the year I'm here. And it goes like 2 months at a time, then I come back 2 months at a time. Hey, Shell, welcome to my live. So, yeah, so those of you who know, right? So, yes, Mary, I will be back very soon, and I'll inbox you and let you know when that happened. Neil Hardy, welcome to my live. What's up, bruh? How are you? We got so much to talk about, right? Okay, so I forgot to tell you guys saw my Dunkin' as usual, my Dunkins. I took it and put it in here. Those of you who are just coming in, and my mommy cup, I love my mommy cup. My daughter gave it to me for Mother's Day or Christmas or my birthday. I don't remember. I can't remember. And then I got and I probably will not, I may take a nibble of these because lately my sweet tooth is just a little weird. But I got some of the Dunkin', the small little munchkins. I don't get those. My daughter gets them. But it's just 3 little munchkins. And one is a blueberry muffin, a glazed, and chocolate. And so I'll probably just eat one of them and save the other 2 for, okay, yep, I get that. So I get that, Mary. Yep, I get that. We have to come back to the States so we can make our money, right? So we can go to Ghana, right? So it is what it is. Again, on the Ghana thing, those of you who know me, I go back and forth. I am also... we also have a nonprofit organization there, and it's called the Reese Smithson Foundation. I have not tagged it here, but if you know me, if you follow me, we are now building, and we need your help. If you know someone who would love to donate to buy a block, so basically right now we are building a wall around our 3 plots, which is huge, and it's going to cost us roughly $5,000 to get it started. You get the wall up and then start the foundation. So we got to get that immediately, because if you know anything about Ghana, if you know anything about Africa, if you have some land and your land is like there and nothing's been done to it, somebody will come and sit on it. And then that's a whole nother issue. So we don't want that to happen. Anyway, also I got the little munchkins, and I had to go to Frisch's this morning and get me an egg sandwich. I just had to go. I had a little mishap coming in. I spilled my Dunkin'. Yeah, I spilled it. Just a little bit. Nothing too profound. And if you guys have followed me, you all know that my set is all white. White carpet, white furniture, white. And greenery. That's it. So, yeah, I lost it. So I can kind of turn it a little bit so you guys can see some of the set. That's just the other backdrop of the set. And then there's a white chair over there for guests who come, and then all of my greenery. Yeah, so it's nothing but green and white. That's it. It turn you back. And those of you who watch my podcast, you would have seen the whole set. So it is what it is. So let's talk about the Cincinnati Bengals. Listen, guys. Let me, hold on. Y'all hear that? Okay. Let me say this. I knew that we were going to have some issues this Sunday. I knew it. You know why I knew it? Let me reposition this. Because Jamar Chase is, oh, thank you, Neil. Thank you. Our girl, listen, in Ghana, okay, guys, I'm going to read what's being said here so you guys know what's going on. Neil just said, he said, my set was beautiful in his Monique voice. But Mary's saying she wants Dunkin' Donuts. Well, she's in Ghana. They don't have Dunkin' in Ghana. I am praying that at some point they do. Now, listen, Mary, you've been to Starbites, right? I'm assuming you have. They have 3 locations. One in Tema, one in East Lagan, and I think another one in Cantonments, I think. They may have more locations. Their coffee is fabulous. Oh, it's so good. Oh, yeah, you get it. Okay, you get it. Right. So do I. JFK, right. But their coffee at Starbites is, yes. Oh, my gosh. And then if you get there early in the morning, I don't know which location, the East Lagan location, that's the one we go to. I've been to the one in Tema because that's where we live, but I've been to the East Lagan location several times because when I have guests coming in, they're usually staying in the area and we go there. They have these, if you're a sweets person, if you like donuts, oh my gosh. And I'm not that much of a sweets person, I promise you. They have the best chocolate donuts, like chocolate covered type donut thingy. And they have glazed donuts. They have croissants. Oh, it is so good. My people like, oh, can we go back to Starbucks? They loved it. Their coffee is good. Yes, you got to go check their coffee while you're there. Getting back to the Bengals. Okay, so guys, I knew there was going to be an issue. I am in a group with Jamar Chase's mom, right? And she's kind of quiet. She doesn't talk that much about everything. But I'm going to tell you, I knew that we were going to have a challenge. You know why? I knew it because he was going back and forth with this negotiation with his contract. We still haven't heard what's happening. He showed up on the field, but he wasn't giving his, I mean, it was just a lot there. Joe was not at his 100%. One of my friends who is a photographer, professional photographer for one of the major news stations, and he spent a lot of time in the jungle, a lot of time around the players, and he said either Joe is just not feeling well or he sucks. Well, Joe doesn't suck. We know Joe is, that's why he gets paid the money he gets paid. We know where he comes from. We know that he was a top tier quarterback. Top tier. Shut up. I'm in Community 25. Mary, girl, we gotta talk. I'm in Community 25. Not far from which I don't shop there because they treat their employees terrible. But the Palace, not far from the Palace. Our junction is not far from the Palace. Down a little bit. In between, we're close to on the direction going to prom. So we're there. So, girl, we gotta talk. We gotta get together. So something is going on with Joe. Something's going on with Joe. Joe is, I don't know if he was feeling well. I don't know. And those of you know me, know, if you know me, if you've been my friend, if you followed me, if you've been around me for a minute, you know that I had the wonderful opportunity to work with many Bengals players. And not just Bengals players, Colts players, Texans, Cards. Like I'm one Pittsburgh Steeler, actually. So I know these guys. Like I know their parents. I know their families, and like we've eaten together, and I know what they go through, right? So it's like I am not going to be one to be like, oh, they suck, blah blah blah. Y'all, it's just week 1. Okay, now the Patriots. I just knew we were going to beat the Patriots. I just knew we were going to beat them. I just knew it. But it is what it is. I'm going to let them have it because one of my dearest friends, my dearest best friend, one of my dearest best friends who died, Tanisha Bell, she was a Patriots fan. She's from that area and she loved, so sis, that was for you. I love you. That was for you. The game was, I don't know what it was, but it seemed like the players, there was just some sort of more, I don't know. They weren't connecting. They weren't talking to each other. I don't know what it was, but it was a lot going on there in that game. I watched the whole game. At one point, I checked out. I'm going to tell you why I checked out for a minute. I checked out at that fumble. The fumble, I said, oh my God. It was in the third quarter. Yeah, we had just come back and we had the opportunity to score again. And there was I was like, something's going on here. They're just not connecting with one another. I don't know what it is. So it's something happening, right? Could have been nerves. Had a lot of rookies, playing. I don't know. I don't know what it was. Our defense, I'm gonna say this though. We've worked very hard. I say we because I take ownership of the team because it's my team. But we've worked very hard to get our offense to where it needs to be. We still got to work on that. Because unfortunately, Joe Burrow, now those of you who know football, I'm about to say something. If you watching, you're not a football person, just ride with me, okay? But Joe doesn't know how to scramble like Mike Vick and Russell Wilson and Cam Newton and Lamar, the Ravens quarterback. He doesn't know how to do that. He doesn't have the gift to take the ball and run with it, get out of the pocket, get, scramble, when the defense is coming in on him and they're blitzing him, and he doesn't know how to do that great. Okay? He just doesn't do that. And I don't know. Like, if you're a Bengals fan, we are, first of all, if you're a fair weather fan, then you could just take it or leave it, right? But those of us who rock with the Bengals, win or lose, that's our team. We have watched them kind of grow. They do well. They don't do well. They grow well. Hey, William, how are you? Are you trying to come on? It says bring him on. You want to come and talk football? Okay, I'm going to bring you on. I don't know if you are requesting to come on, but I'm going to bring you on so we can talk football. Let's talk football today. Let's talk football. I also watched a couple other. Listen, Falcons. Y'all had one job to do. Falcons, y'all had one job. Was to beat the Steelers. One job. Now, my big little brother, Tron, I know you and your feelings. I saw it. He was like, listen, don't nobody DM me, don't call me. He says, I'm in my feelings about my Falcons. Leave me alone. Man, it was a close game, just like ours was. I was like, man, y'all had one job. Just one job to do, and they didn't do it. So, I don't know. Y'all hang in there if you are a Bengals fan. And if you're watching me from other states, which a lot of people are, and you have your favorite team, I have to rep my Bengals. Y'all see, I got my gear. This is not the gear I had on yesterday. Yesterday I had an orange because I went all orange because they said all orange. But this morning, I had to put my gear on. If you rock with the Bengals, hang in there with us. Just hang in there. We're gonna get out. We've done it before. Okay. Hey, Bill. Bill is saying Ken Anderson taught Roethlisberger how to scramble and extend the play. He's back in town. Maybe. Okay. Maybe give him a call for Joe. I know what happened, though. Listen, I don't know what, so the defensive coordinator, the offensive coordinator, he came from, prior to working for the Bengals, and quote me on this, Bill, I believe he came from the Colts. Before the Colts, he was, I'm going to say the Steelers. No. He was definitely the AFC. I don't know if it was the Colts or the Steelers, but anyway, you know what happens with that, right? So I watched, as I was watching formation. There were a lot of penalties. That's another issue that we have. We have penalties. Yes. Okay. Got you. Okay. Okay. So that makes sense. Okay. So yeah, we need some wisdom. We need some wisdom. We need somebody come in and talk to these guys and work with these guys. We're doing the same stuff. Bill, did you see the plays? They were predictable. They could read the defense read the plays over and over again. The sacks that happened was because our offensive line, I don't know. Like, we got some good boys. One of the guys who plays, he's defense though. He's defense. My girlfriend's son plays for the Bengals. But our offensive line, they are reading these plays. So Joe is not being protected very well. But if you notice, though, it was like a recycle of the same plays. A recycle, right? And I'm like, it's predictable. And not only is it predictable, but they're reading these plays like just opening up a book. Like, they're literally reading these plays. And we can't catch a break. So I believe, I got to stop hitting my mic. I believe that we're not in the former era, right? Zach Taylor seems to be open to a more flexible type of approach when it comes to, after that first week, they're watching them plays, they're watching films, they're reconstructing the plays, they're rethinking everything. You know what I'm saying? Zach seems to have that because that's how we made it to the Super Bowl in the first place. Now we had a good squad, y'all. Speaking of a good squad, shout out to Joe. Shout out to Joe, who now plays for the Houston Texans. Got all this yardage and did very well. Got a few touchdowns yesterday. Yeah, we traded him too. Yeah, and right now we don't even know what's happening with Jim Archer. I don't know. I don't know. It's like, it's hard being a Bengals fan. It's hard being a Bengals fan. But again, we try to hold on. We try to hang in there. We try to, support as much as we can. We don't understand the politics a lot of times. It's politics. You all know I was a PR person for several players. My agency wasn't as an agent. I was not a sports agent. I need to be very clear. I was a PR agent. So I did PR work for the guys. But I knew, especially those that retired, I got the in, on a lot of times, and it's political. A lot of it's political. Sometimes, when it comes to the contract negotiations, it's all political. It's I know that Joe Burrow is our franchise player, right? He's our franchise player, but they're gonna have to do something with Jamar. They're gonna have to give him what he needs. They gotta do something. We need one more. Go back and go to Ohio State. We got two wide receivers. Look, bring in Xavier Johnson. Y'all know who Xavier Johnson is? Xavier is a Cincinnati boy. He played for Ohio State. He was on the squad. He was on the Bills for a minute. Then they took him to Houston, and now I don't know where he is. We don't know where he is. So, yeah, we need to go back, and I was thinking about wide receiver, but we need to get one more good linebacker. One more good linebacker. We need one more good lineman. Just one more for both offense, defense. We need that, right? So I'm hoping that happens. I'm hoping we're able to do that. I'm hoping we're able, moving forward, we can do that. So shout out to all the players who played for us at one time and are doing well on other teams. I worked with another Bengals player who was here for a short period of time. Well, he was here for 2 seasons. Then he went to the Patriots and got him a ring that next year. Got him a ring that next year. It is what it is. It is what it is. Like, it happens. So, I don't know. Is this our year? Is this our year? Are we gonna, are we gonna make it back to the Super Bowl? I thought our year was last year. Not at all. We saw that. But is this our year? This was not a good way to lose I was like, they at our house. Y'all in our house. And we getting, interceptions and fumbles and, and yeah. So it is what it is. It is what it is. So, yes. So with that being said, hang in there, Bengals. Hang in there, Bengals fans. We're going to be all right. We're gonna do what we need to do. We're going to do what we need to do. So what else y'all want to talk about? I will say this. I want to give you guys a kind of a background of just something that I heard this Sunday at church. Pastor Andy Ziegenfeld, and if I say his name wrong, I'm just say Andy Z. I always mispronounce his name. Ziegen, whatever. Andy Z. But we'll hit on that in a second because we're talking about, loving each other and agreeing despite of our differences, right? But so talk about differences. So I don't know the story about this. Neil, I'm gonna need you to chime in on this one. So apparently there was a little bit of a beef between 50 Cent and Gotti, right? There's a feud, little something going on. So Gotti was apparently talking about 50, dogging him, I guess knocking him down. And in the midst of it, his teeth fell out. I don't know the story. Neil, you brought it up to me. I don't know what's happening with that. But I'm gonna say this, and I'm using that as an example of kind of my segue to what I'm going to talk about. We have to, at this day and age, we got to get to the point. I know I need to talk about it because I don't know the whole story. But at this day and age, we have really got to get to the point to where And the quote that uh, Pastor Z used was, agree to be disagreeable. I believe that's what it was. I got to look at my notes. So basically, you can disagree on a topic. You can disagree on something that you may not, find like in your opinion. And we're talking about politics, right? We're talking about politics, right? Hey, Jackie, how you doing? We're talking about politics. So you got to learn to, and there's a whole bunch of things to substantiate this statement, but if you vote for Kamala Harris or you vote for Trump and you have your reasons for, or maybe you're in the middle and you're undecided, but if you're Democrat, Republican, or you're independent, and you feel like, okay, I'm voting for this person because this is what they provide for me, this is what I need, this is what I want, blah, 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 blah. And you guys know I never tell you who to vote for. Again, thank you for following me. If you haven't followed, please like, subscribe, and share. Please follow me on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Please do that. You all know everything I do here is just to make you happy, but also to support the nonprofit organization, the Reese Mensa Foundation. So, and if you vote for Trump for whatever reason, whatever, you vote for Kamala for whatever reason, but you got to get to the point to where you can't allow politics to come in between your relationships or your friendships. There are things that are being said about each candidate that just trips me out. Like, it's crazy the things that people are saying and the things that's happening and what's going on and the back and forth and all that. But if you are in, say for example, you friends with somebody, right? And they decided, well, I'm voting for Trump and you're voting for Kamala. Y'all gonna have to, I have a rule in my house. We don't discuss politics in my house. Nope. I actually literally had to break up with a woman that I was cool with. We weren't like friends. I should do her daughter's hair. And we were cool. Her daughter, she's a white lady. Her daughter's black. And I knew her from a former church, and we knew each other that way. And we was cool. We would vibe out. She'd come over, bring the baby over. I would do the baby's hair. We just laugh about life and, blah, blah, blah. Talk about our kids, but she would always talk about politics. And she's like, I don't know why y'all voted for such and such. I'm not gonna say the person's name because he ain't do nothing for y'all. I said, sis, we are not going to talk about politics. I said, now, if you want to be my friend, we can be friends. But what we're not gonna do is talk about politics. Not in my house. Okay? We're not gonna do that. Right? And I told her on many occasions, I said, if we're going to be friends, we cannot talk about politics. I want to make sure my mic is still on. It is. And she continued to do it, was disrespectful in the ways that oh my gosh, the things she would say. So then I said to her, I said, well, what about the candidate that you're voting for? What makes him any better? I said, he's done some terrible things. How does this compare? And she came up with her reason. I said, you know what? We cannot do this. We can no longer talk about politics and get along. Now, I told her specifically, I need you not to do it. She did it one more time. That was the last time. I stopped speaking to her. I told her, I said, listen, I said, I'm praying for you. I hope you're well. I said, but I can no longer continue this friendship. I said, I asked you not to do it. I said, I wish you and Christina well. That's her daughter's name. I wish you all well. And I got to move on. And when I tell you I had to block her from everything, I blocked her from Facebook. I blocked her from my phone. I blocked, shout out to iPhones. I blocked her, I blocked her on everything I could. Like I was done. She doesn't even know where I live now. Like I literally, because it was to the point to where her aggression was so bad. I'm like, where's this coming from? Why you mad at me? Like, it's almost like well, no, I'm not mad. I said, well, shut up, chill out. Like, we're not gonna talk about this. It got so bad that she became so aggressive that I had to make a decision that I could no longer talk with her. Like I could no longer engage with her. Even when I asked her not to talk about it, she continued to talk about it. I could not do it. So I want to just encourage you guys, if you are in the situation to where you are in a household and you disagree on something, not just politics, maybe it's on how you raise your children. Maybe it's on how you do things around the house. Maybe your wife wants the hedges cut one way and you want them cut another way. Or maybe, she wants to redo the lawn with some mums and flowers and you just want the greenery. I mean, whatever it is, it could be how you fold your towels. And, I'm being facetious, but I'm being serious at the same time, because we've got to get to the point, especially this day and age, if we need each other. We need each other. And if we continue the way that we're going, we're not, first of all, don't get anywhere. But our country as we know it is going to be shambles if we continue going down this road. Like it is, I've never in my lifetime, I've known about past politics. My parents voted, and my parents, voting, is really a right. And so, if you decided not to vote because you just don't want to, I don't know. I just want to tell you that a lot of people fought and died and got hurt and wounded for our voting rights. I just want to bring that up to you. But if we continue down this road, we're going to tear this country down. Now, some of us have an exit plan, okay? Some of us got some things already in the works. I got a place I need to go if I need to chill out for a minute so things get better here. But we got to do better. We got to do better, right? We got to do better. So what's happening in you guys' world? What's new? Comment below. Let me know what's happening with you. What's some new things that so it's Motivation Monday, and it's KIM, and the M stands for motivation, right? So what motivates you, and what are you doing? Speaking of which, on how to come together, what are you doing to motivate somebody else? What are you doing to motivate someone to better your environment, to better where you live, better your situation? What are you doing? How are you contributing to that, as opposed to being a negative or not contributing to it? What are you doing? How are you doing? Are you doing okay with it? Are you good? Are you doing something positive? Are you specifically, intentionally helping others? Are you doing that? Or are you one of those people that continues to combat, talk, dog? I'm gonna say this. There is a few people that I know of. We are not friends. We have an associationship, and through another channel, if you will, another like Ghana. I'll put that out there, Ghana. And they dog Christians. They purposely get online, post negative things about Christianity. Negative, consistent negativity. And I say to myself, why so negative? Why so negative? Why are we so negative? Why is it that you are so bent on destroying something else, but yet you're not putting positive, as you guys use those words, those who do not use certain words, but why are you not putting positive energy into the atmosphere? Why can't you do that instead of dogging or breaking down someone else's belief system because you don't agree with it? That's that's not our job. We are not to judge, right? So I know people who do that, and it's a very negative in that when I tell you it's a fueling for them. They see it, they talk about it, they post videos about it, they post it. I'm like, where is the love in this? I don't see the love. Show me the love. Show me the love that comes from your belief system, where it's not about self-sacrifice, but about other people, loving other people and bring other people together. Most of your religions are about pushing people away or about you and me and what I need and I got to do this for me and me. But you don't hear about love from other people. So what is it that you're doing? What is it that your belief system says that you would sacrifice yourself for others, or you would lay down your life for others, or you would wash others' feet? Where's that not coming from? Like, what happened? I don't know. I just want to leave that with you. If you're listening, if you're watching, I'm going to leave that with you. You know, let's be very careful about our words, and let's be careful about what we're doing, because at this time, this day and age, we have got to keep it together. We need each other. We need to support each other. If never before, we need to support each other. And now is not the time for us to go back and forth or just dog each other. Where's that getting us? Nowhere. It's not getting us anywhere. So, and with that being said, don't talk about my Bengals. Don't dog my Bengals, okay? Love on my Bengals. Support them. They need support right now, guys. Don't, it's just week one. It's week one. Give them support. Hold on. It's going to be all right. Hang in there. We love you, Cincinnati Bengals. I forgot to sing the Bengals chant. You guys know the Bengals song? I forgot to sing it. They play it if you're in the stadium. They every touchdown they play it, right? And then they do the chant, who they? So when I'm here at the house, every time we get a touchdown, I sing it, and the kids think I'm crazy. They see me yelling at the TV screen. I'm that girl. I'm that girl. But yeah. But anyway, just keep them lifted, keep them in prayer. Make sure Joe is healthy. Let's pray for our players, their health, and make sure they're doing good. And guys, with that being said, thank you for joining me for Motivation Monday. I love you so much. I've missed you guys so much, so much. It's been months. I know. It's been months, but we've got some exciting things coming up. Please make sure you are following our podcast. I'll definitely link that below. Got one that's coming up. They'll be posted here real soon. We just taped this past weekend that went very, very well. We have some other ones coming. It's really, really awesome. So I thank you guys so much for your support. And thank you for missing me. I got so many inboxes and messages. They're like, well, where are you? You're not doing Motivation Monday. What's happening? Where are you doing? Are you doing it? I had to take a minute. There were some things that God was dealing with me on. And I can't motivate you if I'm not motivated myself. Think about that for a minute. So I had to get myself together about some things. There were some things I had to forgive. I had to move on. I had to put some things in perspective. I had to rearrange my house. Y'all, we're going to talk about that too later. I had to do some redesigning. I had to move stuff out. I had to clean some things out, prune, so that growth could happen in my life. Like, it was a whole lot of that. And I got the opportunity to do that. I went away, of course, a big time with my husband, for several months, and then came back. And yeah, and so I'm back. I'm doing well. I'm rested. I'm feeling good. My body's great. I'm not sick. God is faithful. And I'm very, very thankful for that. So, and thank you all for supporting me the way you do. Please continue to do so, because I have spoken this to the atmosphere. This platform will go farther than it is now. And this platform will be reaching many lives, and it's going to encourage people and to lift people up and to let them know that it's going to be all right, right? So I love y'all. Yeah, God is faithful. He's good all the time, Neil, all the time. So Reese's Pieces, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being with me this morning. Have an awesome rest of your day. Have an awesome rest of your week. And hooray! And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.